Skin tones. Another widespread situation description is incoming. Does the following scenario sound familiar? You are walking down the aisle in the cosmetics store, looking for some makeup products, and you finally find the area where the product is displayed, and you feel happy that you have found it. And then, you see a million different skin tone versions of that product, and that happy feeling you had immediately goes away, and you start to feel overwhelmed caused by the fact that you do not know how to determine your skin tone precisely, so you can't find just the right version of the product you were looking for. We are here to help you with this common pitfall. To ensure that this problem never happens to you again, you only need to learn how to determine your skin tone and determine it with great accuracy. So let us cover the basics. What is skin tone, you might wonder? Well, to cover that, we need to cover the topic of melanin first. Melanin is a substance in our top skin layer. It determines our skin color, determines how dark you can become after sun exposure, and how your body absorbs vitamin D. If you are wondering, the answer is yes. You get a specific amount of melanin genetically. This gets altered during our lives based on our sun exposure, but not as much as people tend to want. Melanin is being produced by our body to stop the sun's ultraviolet rays' harmful effects. And if you think about it, people living in colder areas of the world are naturally more often light-skinned than people living in areas where it is sunny all the time, where we tend to get darker skin pigment naturally. So there are three main skin tones: light, medium, and dark. Light and dark are pretty self-explanatory. The medium is people's skin color in Southern Europe, Central America, South Asia, and so on, making the skin somewhere between light and dark color, as its name implies. And now, you might be saying something like, but that is too broad of a tone classification. There are more than 3 product tones whenever I look for anything. Yes, that is exactly right, because separating products by only 3 colors would not be nearly enough to cover all the different people's skin colors. Because of these facts, we have a bit more complicated problem in front of us. Yes, there are 3 main categories of skin tone, but there are also things like undertones, which provide a much more specific classification of different skin shades. Furthermore, all this was not enough. We also separate skin by complexion. Do not worry, we will be explaining all these terms in great detail. A prevalent way to distinguish undertones in the makeup industry is by using terms like cool, warm, and neutral, which are supposed to describe different shades of skin tone. Because they refer to the thin layer of skin pigmentation living right below the skin surface, they are called skin undertones. Skin tone changes with the current amount of melanin in our skin, but our undertone does not change, ever, making it the perfect way to be used as a reference in the makeup industry. Now let us talk about each of them and what kind of color they refer to actually. The cool undertone is predominantly consisting of colors like pink, blue, and red. So when you inspect the skin, you might see that it has this pale, transparent look. You can see pinkish dots on the skin, and you can easily see blood vessels under the skin, and they tend to be bluish. Usually can be found in people with light skin color. The warm undertone is best described as yellow, orange, with golden pigmentation or peachy color. This undertone is the most common one. It is usually in close relation to the medium skin color. The neutral undertone is kind of a balance between the undertones mentioned above, so it might be referred to as a mix of red and blue colors with a hint of yellow shades, making it kind of green looking. That is the reason why people tend to refer to this skin undertone as olive. Another topic of great relevance here is skin complexion, which is a term you must understand to continue our journey on determining your skin tone. The first thing to note is that skin tone and skin complexion are not the same thing. People tend to get confused because skin tone refers to skin color only, while skin complexion refers to overall skin appearance. The easiest way to explain this would be the following. Skin complexion means that some person has a dark under eye area, or that some person has pink cheeks, or maybe sunflakes, or anything you might think affects the overall appearance of that person's facial skin. While the skin color, or tone, is defined only by the color of the top layer of the skin. When you know this, you should include into the calculation your overall skin complexion when purchasing a skin product. The one thought to have in mind when considering skin complexion is that you should make the skin look even. So if the skin has a dark under eye area, you should lighten it with a corrector. If the skin is shiny in specific areas, use mattifying products to even that fact out. Now, let us get back to this lesson's main topic, and that is how to figure out our skin tone without getting the wrong product tone for our skin. The easiest way is, as usual, to break it up into simple steps. Step number 1. Look at the face in natural sunlight. Our jawline is where our natural skin tone is the easiest to spot because it is usually less affected by color changes than the rest of the face. That is why we do blending and color picking of the products we use based on our jawline skin color. That is going to be the shade we are going to try matching. So when trying out products, you try them on the jawline and check if the product tone matches your natural tone. If it does, then you have found the right color almost certainly. Step number 2. The skin's reaction to sun exposure is another effortless way to determine your skin tone. Does tanning come quickly for you? Or maybe not? Does sunburn occur easily? As stated before, people with medium or dark skin tone will get tan quickly and will not burn as easily as a light-colored person. Step number 3. The silver-gold test is simple. If you like the way makeup with a golden tone complements your face, you have warm skin tones, which is why golden color will work better than silver. If, for example, you like the way makeup with gray to silver undertone works on your skin, you are probably light-toned and should pick products accordingly. And step number 4, the vein check. If your veins look blue to purplish, you have the cool undertone. If they are blue or greenish, you have neutral undertones. And if they are green to an olive color, you have warm undertones. Now that you possess all the tools for determining your skin tone, you might find it easier to find the right product for the specific skin tone with ease, because you will always know what to look for and how to test. There are many different ways you can determine skin tone without any pain, and we will provide a few more throughout the course. But you can always ask Google for more ideas.